This is just a casual call today because I'm not sure if any of the experts are going to join. So if one of you have any success story or some progress in your job search, you can share it. If no, then we can also take up questions. So
Uh,
did anyone found any job or cleared any level of interview so far?
no, from my side, no. Just I try. I started from last week to search a job in Germany.
Okay.
And, recently, I am started my online classes to learn a German language also.
Okay, awesome.
Uh,
So are you learning German from a Indian coach or from Germany or how is it?
Indian coach
Okay. And will they
just
give you
recently
some sort of
started.
certification once you complete it?
Regarding
Regarding the language, so once you complete the, say, for example, A1 level, are they going to give
Hmm.
you a certification?
No, actually, this is a YouTube online classes.
Ah, okay, okay, awesome.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Mm.
And are you also applying to jobs now or just learning German?
Yeah, I'm applying for a job. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer,
Okay.
and I have around 7 years experience in manufacturing industry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
So, so uh, 1 week ago, I just seen our Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Germany in India. Indians are in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So I meet with that what's his name. One person I meet with him, and then I started to chat with him,
Okay.
and then he shared this group detail, and they said, "Okay, join to this group.
Okay.
Maybe these people can help you."
Okay. Yeah, so we just help you with your queries and maybe some additional information regarding visa and all that, but the job search you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, he's cleared all things.
Okay.
The people are available in Germany. They are guide you. They are giving information about how to search and how to
Yeah.
come there.
Yeah.
All things are
Yeah.
so. That's why I joined here and continuously messaging also in Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good first step for your job search, and I
Yes.
hope you'll definitely find something very soon.
Thank you.
Okay. So anyone else has any progress?
I have a question that is it necessary to have a degree or some certificate of for German language? As like I am also learning German from a YouTube channel only. So do we
Mhm.
need a certification also
Um, so for your
to get
job,
job?
it's not required.
Yeah.
So if your job asks
Okay.
for a German language, it primarily means that you should be able to read and write and also speak in German, which I think is not
Okay.
possible by just learning through you.
Yeah.
You have to do a
Yeah.
proper
Right. Right.
integration course or something.
Okay.
So my suggestion would be to apply to only those jobs where German language is not that much mandatory, or look for jobs which ask for only A1 or A2 level of German knowledge.
Actually, I am a SAP consultant, and all the jobs are for German speakers only in Germany for SAP, I guess.
Not
As
really,
far as I
because
have
one of
seen.
our expert, Raghu,
Yeah, I
he
know. Yeah,
also doesn't know German yet. He is learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
but on Zing,
Firstly,
but on the application, all the jobs like Zing and LinkedIn also, I'm
Hmm.
getting all the notification for German speakers, SAP consultant, German speakers. So that was my concern.
Yeah, maybe these days the job openings are for German speakers, but I don't think it's a like a rule or something that only German speakers can get a SAP role here? Because there are examples who, like as I
Yeah, I
said,
know.
Raghu,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he
Raghu.
also found a job without knowing German. So it is
Yeah.
possible, of course.
Yeah, but it's possible only when if you have a huge amount of experience, like 15 years,
Maybe,
16 years.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
maybe. But I won't say that you should stop looking for job in this case,
no, no, I
because
am not.
yeah,
Yeah,
you might still come across something that doesn't need a German language.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
once in a.
yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Uh, Anup sir, there have any people who belong from mechanical industries, mechanical background?
If you look at the Discord channel, we also have a mechanical channel there. Did you try
Uh,
that?
the- I went there and I searched. I got
Mm-hmm.
two people who is already searching for a job from India,
Mm-hmm.
but I know any proper contact.
Yeah, so if I just went to the mechanical channel, and there are 11 people who are part of it, but they are actually in India. They are not in Germany, I believe. But their experience of finding a job might help you. So they can also share their experiences of how they search jobs and what all difficulties
Yeah,
they are facing.
I tried to contact with them, but they are not replied on till yet. I'm
Hmm.
waiting for his reply actually.
Okay, maybe you can just put a message in the channel itself and not a direct message, because I don't see your messages here.
I put my message on a Discord channel and on mechanical
So
one.
you are Shri, right?
Yes, I'm Sri.
Okay, yeah, I see one reply from Bhuvan. Yeah, maybe you can again put something there.
Yes.
Maybe you can connect with Bhuvan because he responded to your message.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will join with him.
okay. And
Uh,
yeah, mechanical, there's a lot of scope, but I don't know how much German knowledge is required, because I'm from an IT background and I have not much knowledge about the.
yeah, Raghu says to me, so many people are from IT and SAP background, so
Yeah,
it might be possible. There's a low possibility to got any mechanical background people.
yeah, it's difficult because, yeah, I don't know why, because Germany is kind of a hub for mechanical engineers, but
Yeah, it's
still the Indian population is not much here, I think. Yeah. Amol,
okay.
you have a question. Just go ahead.
Yeah, no. I have just a kind of a generalistic question. So I have two interview round up. So the first, the Codility and HackerRank test I have cleared, but the one I have with a startup that is in the next week, and there is another interview that is with a one is Unicorn. So my question was regarding so preparation for that round. So should I focus on the startup because they are looking what I work on a daily basis, like on the backend side or Java side, AWS side. And there is the unicorn that I was talking about. They only focus on the system design and all stuff. They have their roundup in the next. So what should you suggest? Like, because on the system design, I haven't prepared yet. Uh, so should I ask them to maybe I will or next round I will do maybe next month or something because yeah, because I haven't prepared for that system design. And just should I only focus on the startup that interview?
Yeah, I
Just your
mean,
thought.
yeah, so the final decision should be from your side, whether you want to join the unicorn or the startup. But I would say don't miss any of these opportunities. Prepare for both and apply to both as well, because you never know which one you get selected for, right? But even it's a startup, it's not like a startup in India. So startups in Germany are really well funded, and they are really, long term startups. So it's not like they start this year and closes next year. So you can trust on the startups in Germany. So I also work for a startup, so it's not a problem. Does that answer your question, or do you want more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, partially. The only thing is
Mhm.
because as I said, I was not prepared for the system design,
Yeah.
so I don't want to miss the chance for if maybe next month they have their opening, I can still apply, right? If this round, if I suppose it's not go well, maybe
Mhm.
next 6 months or 1 year, I can't apply for that company.
Yeah, so
So
that kind of
that
rule
was
is applicable in certain companies, but not all of them. So you need to check on their website or their career portal that whether they have such rules that you cannot apply for the next 6 months or so. So maybe you have to check with them. But I would say don't miss even this opportunity because you have already cleared one round, and it's a good thing that you are in the second round now.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just try your best for these two, and maybe you get selected for one of them.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Then Jeffy, you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to add some things to Amol's question itself. I'm also going through this process right now. Actually, I'm waiting for a system design interview at this moment.
Okay.
I did a choice of switching jobs a few months back in India itself. Some personal choices, but still I prefer to get to Germany, and I had a couple of interviews before. So what I felt is that if you want some time, you can directly ask the recruiter that I need some time to prepare. 1 or 2 weeks they will definitely give, which I felt good in my experience. Mostly Indian companies are rare to do that.
Yeah.
And another thing I would like to add in terms of this system design interview is that you can go to pram.com. Pram is a website which allows you to give preparational interviews for the system design as well as algorithmics one. So this is just peer-to-peer interviews, and you can get up to 5 interviews free for an account. So yesterday I actually took one for me personally. That was my first one. So what I used to do is that I set up calls with my colleagues or my friends, so that they'll take mock interviews for me. So next level would be this one, Pram itself. You can prepare for some days and try with Pram and analyze where you are. So that would be a good start in terms of system design, I feel.
Awesome.
And this is one thing I felt to add to this question. And another thing I'd like to ask you, Anup, is that I'm a software engineer with 4 years experience. And first 2 years I was kind of polyglot. I did with Ruby, Java, Node, and all. Now I'm sticking with Go. And do you know any? I'm getting interviews. Yeah, but still, do you know any kind of connections which is having a good Go opportunities kind of stuff?
No, unfortunately not. Because I'm also, into Python, and I don't have much connection with any other technology people. I think I have connection with Java people, but not related to Go, I believe. Yeah, but you don't really need a connection because you can also create connection in LinkedIn, so it's not a problem there.
Yeah.
Just
So
search for
the
people.
thing is, I'm getting interviews. Somewhere down the line, when I get to the behavioral, I think I'm getting off the chart. Then, and also another thing which I felt myself is that's something which I personally feel as a drawback is that if I'm having some red flags, I am also not giving much input onto that side. I mean, yeah, that depends on the personal choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can, Pram would be a good choice. Anybody in this community can make use of that Pram thing.
Can you write down the website URL in the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Also,
Can I use that
Jeffy,
website for mechanical, Jeffy?
I think that you have to check. Like you can sign up there anyway and try to see that. So, or Srinivas, what you can also do is you can ask a couple of your colleagues or your members to join the team and do that as a peer-to-peer thing. This is peer-to-peer. So yeah, you just need to match the call at that particular time, and we can take interviews for both. So the thing is, I'll take the interview for the other guy, and after that he'll take the interview for me, and we both give the feedback. So that's
Okay.
how it works.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just paste that link in the chat. I hope
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
got it.
Got it.
Yes, please, please.
Yeah, and Jeffrey, regarding your Golang, right? So
Yeah.
have you joined the Golang nuts in the LinkedIn group? Because I see lots of posting there regarding the job openings or regarding the Golang.
Golang nuts, right? Okay. So my primary place for Golang jobs, which I find is there is a Slack channel for Gophers. I use that, and LinkedIn is LinkedIn and little bit of Stack Overflow. Sorry, I have Stack Overflow jobs. And another place which I found good openings is Berlin startup jobs. I mean, I have got 1 or 2 calls from Berlin startup jobs.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll try that definitely. That Golang nuts in LinkedIn. It's a group, right? Or is it a company profile?
Yeah, it's a group.
Okay.
And have you also
Yeah.
tried this website called honeypot.io?
Yeah.
Okay. Any progress there?
Yeah, on the honeypot side, actually, I saw. I last year I tried the same, and I wasn't having 2 years completed experience in Go, and my profile was not getting whitelisted in honeypot. But recently, I got a from one interview through honeypot, and it like it kind of mutually like got off with that. I don't want, and like I wasn't preparing well on that on the last round. And they also told that we, and I was okay with that because I didn't get a proper vibe on that. So Frank, as you told, with the startup ecosystem in India is I felt something very similar there also, that particular company. But most of the other companies, 90% is also of high standard, but
Yeah.
still there some it was something like that which I felt. So I was also not in a good mood to move forward with that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and honeypot, Anup, to just add point. So honeypot, I think they just give for a 1 month. So I just tried last month. The profile got shortlisted. Into that 1 month, I got one call, but that is related to like there are only 2 or 3 people are working. So and the test was related to 3 or 4 or something. So I haven't give that, but yeah, actually, if anyone looking into it, the honeypot, I think that's good. And the selling part is the recruiter to contact you. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also specify your salary expectations and all that. And if someone is applying to your profile, then it means that they have already read your salary expectations. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, an Indian alternative for honeypot is Topfire. Just for it.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, in India, I mean, Naukri.com is the best site that I've ever heard about.
To be frank, I the past 4 years, this is my fourth company, fourth or fifth actually. I haven't found a job with Naukri.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, any other questions or any other feedback that you would like to share? Anyone?
Maybe.
Yeah, Vishnu, you can go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So I joined the Discord today, and I have been searching about this site. I found it very good. Quite a few of the videos and interviews which you had is quite helpful. So this is something which I'm just probing at this moment. And a brief background: I've got 14. I'll be completing 14 years in IT this August. So and my profile has been mostly Java backend developer profile. And over the last 6 years, I have been mostly into project management.
Okay.
So just want to know as to what are the prospects of because what I'm seeing most of the interactions which are happening are for the 3+4 years good excellent full stack developers like you guys, and that's what I'm seeing in the videos also. But for the senior level, like for example 13 plus 14 years, who are mostly into and I personally am looking for mostly at a Java architect or a tech architect system administration. So for that, what are the prospects in Germany and in general in Europe? After Germany, what are the best countries? That was one of the questions.
Yeah, so I don't know about after Germany. So for Germany, there is I mean, I would say a right person whom you can contact, at least in Discord. So there is this person called Nova. He's an expert in Discord group. and he's actually a Java architect, I believe, solution architect.
Okay.
And he's from India. He worked with Infosys for a couple of years. He was my colleague with Infosys, and he then switched to a local company here in Germany. And now he moved to another unicorn company in Germany, and he's working as a solution architect there. And I think he has close to 10 or 12 years of experience in IT.
Okay.
I'm not sure, maybe somewhere around 12 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So what is his name again? Now.
Nava.
Nava.
So there is also an interview with Nava. I posted on YouTube. You can also watch that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Nava Krishna. I can write it maybe.
Okay. No, Krish, I think I've seen that video. I have seen that video.
Okay.
Okay. So, but I don't recollect whether he was a experienced person. So yeah. So then.
Yeah.
Possibly
So that interview was basically for the beginners, but yeah, of course, he is now a solution architect. So
Okay.
you can reach out to him and ask him more questions if you have.
So in general, based on your understanding, is the job scene over there in Germany adequately open for senior profiles also, or is it mostly concentrated to the 3+4+?
No. So even if you're a senior person and you are into the tech background, then there is a lot of good opportunities. Except apart from Nava, I also know another person with whom I worked. He's also from India, and he's working for Adidas. And there are a lot of Indians working here who are in the senior role. So I think there's a lot of opportunities. It's just that you have to come to Germany once somehow, and then everything opens up for you.
Okay, is it like that? So is it not the case that we secure a job first and then go there, or how is it?
Yeah, so right now it's not possible that you can apply to job from India and then get a visa because of all the corona constraints, and even the job seeker visa is not working at the moment. Okay. So once things are back to normal, you can actually start by applying to jobs in Germany from within India itself. And if that works out, it's well and good. If not, then I would say if you have that risk-taking capability, you can come here for 6 months on a job seeker visa, and then your chances are pretty much high to get a job than your chances while applying from India.
Got it.
Because companies prefer those who are already in Germany, even on a job seeker visa. It doesn't matter for them.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. So who was one was Nava, and who was the other?
The other person is not in our group. So I personally know him, but he's not part of our group.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Someone else also wanted to ask some question, right? In between. Was it Amol?
No. Not a question. So I was just generalistic. I was thinking. So I just like from last month I started applying for German, and your videos are very helpful. And I observe one thing. Maybe with unicorns they need DS algo related on a more side, but a normal whenever we start up or a middle size company, I think they only need a decent level of data structure. That I observe. Another one thing.
Could be possible. I'm not sure if it's a general thing or is it a case-to-case basis thing. Yeah. But there are companies who ask questions related to data structures and algorithm in depth, and there are companies who just want to know what are things you worked on in the past and whether you know what you actually did and why you did that. So they don't ask you in-depth questions on data structures, but ask you why you exactly choose this path instead of the other path. Yeah. Thanks for your input, Amol. Yeah. Any other question or any other things to share?
I know I'd like to ask something in very general. Is that what could be the expectations which we can like ask them? So to be frank, with my current remuneration, I can lead a good quality of life with good lifestyle in India itself. So I know there are a lot of pros when getting to Germany, but still I'd not like to like get a step down in my lifestyle. So what expectations which we need to ask for a recruiter if we ever come to like for example, I'm 4 years experience. So what is a decent expectations in Germany?
I would say, so if I were you, I would look for, so if you are asking only about the monetary things, or is it everything included? So can you clarify that?
It's included everything. I mean, I know
Okay.
even they are willing to give a visa assistance and other things.
Yeah.
So including.
Yeah, so including everything means it also includes the social security and the social benefits, right? Which we usually do not get in India. So for example, the healthcare system and the security and the unemployment benefits and a lot of things. Yeah, so those things are, I would say, when we compare with India, then it's on a higher level in Germany, much higher level. And also another thing which I've noticed recently is the currency conversion. So when I was here back in 2019, the INR versus euro rate was somewhere around 80 or 82, and now it's almost 90. So again, if you are investing in India, then you are getting much more income than 2 years before, right? Yeah, that's one thing which I would say is going to continue the same way, because I don't see that Indian rupees gaining much any power in near time. Yeah, so it's going to continue and maybe reach even 100 rupees per euro in maybe 1 or 2 years. Yeah, that's one aspect. And other one is I would say that when you are looking at the monetary part, I would look at the savings. So I would say how much money I can save in a month when compared to India. So if I am saving 50,000 in India, am I able to save more than that in Germany? That's the main thing, because if you look at the tax structure and the expenses, then it's kind of difficult to, compare, because everything is so expensive in Germany, including the taxes. So the final thing you should compare is basically the savings. So how much you are able to save in Germany versus in India. So I personally save and invest in India, because investing in Germany doesn't make much sense. Here the returns are very less, so it's like 1%, 2%. But in India, you can get much higher returns. So if you follow those kind of things, then of course you can earn in German euros and you can invest in India and you can gain a much better return.
No, I was asking, say, like pre-tax, what could be expectations for for its years experience guy?
Yeah, I was coming to that point. So all of these things, when you combine together, then you will have a kind of gross salary in your mind, or you can come up with a gross salary amount. When you look at, so there are some calculators as well which you can use to see how much net you will get if you have a particular gross income. So I can also share it in the group later. And also the expenses are based on a different city. So if you stay in Berlin, your expenses are much lesser as compared to if you stay in Munich. Okay, so those things also you have to consider when you are applying for a job. And if the startup is based out of Berlin, then you can get settled with a lesser salary as compared to the startup you are applying is in Munich. And also there are websites like Glassdoor where you can see the average salary of a person who is into your industry and your technology, and based on that you can maybe ask the salary for to the HR. But I can't give you a general amount. For example, I can't say that you can ask for 50,000 or 60,000, because those amounts vary based on the city where you're going to live. Yeah, it would vary from maybe I would say 50,000 to 70,000 based on the city, but that's the range.
I just wanted to like there are a couple of openings which I could see maybe 45 or 48, but I need it to be like a good option, because we know our skills to be on the good side, and in India also it is in demand, so we should not be losing. So that's why I just
exactly, because coming to Germany is not that easy. You are losing a lot of stuff as well. I mean, your contacts, your relationships. I mean, you can't talk to your family that often once you're in Germany because of the time differences and all that. So you have to consider those personal aspects as well. Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
at least compensated in at least one way or the other, right? So you have to, yeah, of course, ask for a better salary.
Yeah.
And the salary range, which I said, was for someone who's in the mid senior level, like some 4 to maybe 8 or 9 years of experience. Once you go beyond that experience, your salary, of course, will increase from maybe 70 to 90,000 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, that was a good info, Anup. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions, guys? Or else we can also drop the call today.
I am having a query.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I was looking for the startup jobs, but there I am unable to find any SAP consultant job in any startup, like in uh, uh, Berlin startups or any startup thing.
Yeah, I think SAP jobs are not really startup jobs. I'm not sure, but maybe someone else can correct me.
Yeah. Um,
Because startups, they usually have a back-end team, the front-end team, and yeah, some marketing person. That's it. They don't
yeah,
need.
SAP is a heavy and costly application.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe some. So who else was here who is a SAP consultant? Was it only you, Vaibhav, in today's call?
Yeah, it was the only.
Okay. Then maybe you can ask Raghu,
And
because he got
yeah,
interviews from a lot of companies, right? So maybe he knows
okay,
whether there were some startups also.
okay.
Yeah. But in
Thank
general,
you.
I think it makes sense that the startups cannot afford SAP people because it's a maybe complex thing that they can't handle in the initial days.
Yeah, much expensive
Yeah,
than
exactly.
normal actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No other questions?
Hi, Anup. This is Abhishek.
Yeah,
Can you hear
Abhishek.
me?
Yeah, sure.
Hi. Anup, first thing, I have been following Discord for quite some time now, and it's really good thing. You guys are really supporting a lot. Really, thank you for that. And to tell about myself, I am a DevOps engineer having close to 10 years of experience, and I was in Germany
Okay.
in 2019 for a few months,
Mhm.
and after that, all these Corona things happened, and I had to return back. So that time when I was in Germany, I was having an interview scheduled with a company called Baker Hughes.
Mhm.
Okay. That was in Cella, which is near Hamburg, I guess.
Okay.
So but that somehow that didn't happen because I had to return back as well. So right now I am working with Siemens Healthcare, and it's been almost 8 months now. But I have been trying to get a job in Germany. So since that didn't happen in 2019. That time I had, I was having few friends who were actually trying to help me out with the opportunities, but as of now, few of them returned back, and few are there who were actually telling that coming and searching for a job on JSV is quite risky now.
Mhm.
Basically, I have three questions to you. One thing is, as you know, now considering the DevOps market as such, it is more like a full stack DevOps engineer that the companies are actually looking for.
Yeah.
Having saying that, what I mean is like, see, since I work for my all past experience had been with the product-based companies,
Mhm.
and I am now currently working with Siemens Healthcare. Prior working with Siemens, I was with Philips, and both these companies are developing medical products. So they are the base technology what they use is mainly .NET side, and it's also like a desktop application what they are developing. But if you consider the DevOps stack now, it's more inclined towards the Linux side.
Mhm.
So I like, what kind of market is there for DevOps as such? That's the first question. And considering the cloud market, which has got the good market there? I mean, like, is it Azure or GCP or AWS? Third
Yeah.
thing, kind of
Mhm.
salary that I actually, expect. Having said that, I told you before, like, I got 10 years of experience now. So how it's going to be there if I get a chance to talk with the recruiter?
Yeah, so I can give you my perspective from my limited knowledge about DevOps. So what all I came across so far. Nowadays, these job openings for full stack developers or the backend developers also needs to have the DevOps knowledge. So some of the DevOps job is being now done by the backend developers as such. And secondly, there is a good opportunity for DevOps engineers if they also knows the cloud part of it. As you already said, there are AWS, Azure, and this GCP. And most of the companies or the startups I have seen, they use either GCP or AWS. Azure is not that big market in Germany, what I have seen or I have experienced. And also they have some their own local German cloud providers, which I'm not sure if that's something known in India. But I think the way these cloud infrastructures work is almost the same. And also, I'm not sure if you already know about it. There is something called this infrastructure as code.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's also too much in demand at the moment here. So if you know how to do
You
that
mean
and how to,
Ansible or Terraform, right?
yeah, Terraform, exactly. So if you
Okay.
are well versed in that and you can then you can create the infrastructure in any of these platforms, right? It's kind of platform independent. And yeah, so also the salary range is, I think it's somewhat similar to what I said earlier. It's like from 50 to 70,000 for a mid senior level experienced person. That's the usual salary range in Germany. And what else was your question? I kind of forgot.
The other thing was like, considering the DevOps market as such now, how it is in India, like, it is more inclined towards the Linux side.
Yeah, exactly.
Though products are getting developed in Windows platform as well.
Mhm. In Germany, I think the Windows users are very rare. I've not seen
Okay.
people using Windows system at all here. So either they use Mac or Linux. So software developing sites or IT people use Linux, and the general users are usually using Mac here. So I don't see
Good.
Windows. I have not seen any Windows user here since, I mean, I'm here since last 2.5 years, and I have not seen anyone using Windows except one or two. Yeah. And they use mainly for presentations and all that stuff, which is also possible in Mac. So yeah,
Got it.
I think everything is inclining towards Linux and Mac, and Windows is slowly losing its market in Germany, or I think their main market is India at the moment.
Yeah, kind of. Yes, true.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Anu.
Yeah. Thank you.
And just to add, Anup, to your point, like he was DevOps opportunity asking for it.
Yeah.
So one of my friend is he's not working DevOps, but he's front end developer. So he said like DevOps is something that is in the Germany. It's in the highest demand,
Yeah.
and pay is also good on that track. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that info. Pleasure.
Yeah, as I said, it's really in high demand, but it's just that you should know more. So it's not just about creating the pipelines and the basic stuffs, but you should know about creating the whole infrastructure and handling it from end to end.
Yeah, got it, Anu. Thanks.
Yeah. And of course, all the startups needs a DevOps engineer to handle their complete infrastructure. So you have a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah. And Abhishek, they regarding the AW like platforms, right? Cloud platforms. I generally see like openings also. They ask like whether you work on AWS or Google. That is okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you on the first time, if you're working with one platform, AWS, then it's easy to switch. You can pick up any another platform. So they generally look for any cloud platform, public cloud provider.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The thing is, that is really biting me back. Why? Because all the previous companies with which I actually worked, they were actually developing the complete product, which were like hardware dependent, and none of them were actually using cloud as such. So now slowly they started, and they're all focusing on Azure. So that's where the irony is now.
Okay.
One thing you can do now, right? Just get AWS or anything for 1 year free and just try your stuff there. That is the best thing you can do
Best
right
thing
now.
that yes, right. Thanks.
Yeah, apart from these, also focus on Docker and Kubernetes. So that's a must at the moment.
Right. I have experience with the Docker and Kubernetes. So
Okay.
as I told them, they are actually moving to the digital part of delivering the product now. So we have a product, we have the pipeline and the project as well. So the thing is, not much exposure into that. Slowly we are gaining it.
Okay.
But since I am actually 10 years of experience, I would say like I'm quite new to the technology. So I really feel a bit not that confident to take up the interview unless you are much exposed to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Anything else? Okay, then I think that's it for today. And this was really a productive meeting. I also gained some information, and I hope I also gave some information to you, which might be helpful. If you have further questions, feel free to ask in the Discord channel, and also feel free to connect to individual people and send them direct messages. And if you think your question and the answer to those questions will be helpful for a wider audience, then ask it in the general channel. Okay.
Sure.
Then
I would
thank
also
you.
like to,
Yeah,
yes,
please.
I would also like to thanks to all people to share their experience, and to share their knowledge, and especially thanks to Anup sir and Jeffy. I'm really, I definitely go through these three websites which you given me, and hope so I got a right way to find a job, and I hope so I got a job. I got job in Germany as early as possible.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, guys.
Sure. Just keep trying and you'll definitely get it one day.
Yeah, actually, I'm waiting for someone who's coming from mechanical background, but nobody is coming here there. So hope so in next week, maybe
Yeah, let's see.
one colleague from my my area.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Then thank you all for joining today and have a nice Sunday. Enjoy your weekend.
Very cool. Thank you, Anup.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Thank you.